Mr. Vali, which political party appears likely to win this election?
Hi, good evening. Everything seems to point out that the ruling Frelimo party will win the elections. But if if the playing field was level, I think we're going to have a runoff because there's been a heavy challenge from a new entrant and the independent Venancio Mondlane, and who seem to be exciting lots of youth to come out. And then most youth here are unhappy with the ruling party. And as I walked around in the various polling stations, I could see they were filled with the youth. But responding to your questions, the ruling party is going to win the elections by hook or by crook.
Wow. Now, Vali, what are some of the issues Mozambicans are most concerned about and would like to see the incoming administration fix?
Right. Jobs, especially for the youth. The economy hasn't been doing well. There are various reasons for that. Then we have kidnappings which affect the business community, especially those of Asian descent, but which has implications to the wider economy, especially, specifically when we're looking at the trade and so on and so forth. And then we have corruption, which really has plagued the country. Just to give you an example, and then bringing back the youth. For a youth to get a job, for example, he or she will have to pay somebody to ensure that they get a particular position, for example. So corruption has been really impacting negatively in the country, and it has affected the economy in such a way, because even the business, the way they're done, the ruling party, we know, like in the ruling parties will get involved in all sorts of deals, and where most of those deals, what they have, for example, a person affiliated to the ruling party, what he or she has is rent. Basically, it's what we call it rent sinking, because what they bring would be land, or maybe lobbying, because they can lobby the president.
Vali,
and so forth.
Let's move on. Yeah. Tell us how the voter registration process was like, if you compare with the previous ones, because I think we had a couple of people, especially the youth, saying some of them didn't find their names on the ballot boxes, or they weren't registered.
Yes, I think it's ironic that after 30 years of democracy, our voter registration process still have problems. I'll give an example. In some places where we know that the ruling party normally wins, those places, it's where most of these voter registration brigades were deployed. There were more voter registration brigades deployed to places where the ruling party is likely to win, and fewer in places where the opposition normally wins. And then apart from that, we had a situation whereby people couldn't find their names in the voters' rolls.
Right.
So this is problematic.